A simple parable delivers the key message in Getting to Yes. It's the story of an orange. To be precise, one orange and two people who both want it. They argue about ownership for a while and eventually decide to divide it, half each. And so they separate, feeling they achieved the fairest solution. What they don't know is why the other person needed the orange. If they had, then the solution would have been quite different, because one wanted the peel to use in baking a cake and the other wanted the fruit to eat. Had they known that, they each would have gotten twice as much, and they most certainly would have got to yes a whole lot more quickly. If you haven't heard that story, maybe you didn't see it coming. That's because in negotiations we focus on our positions, as in I want the orange, rather than the underlying interests that drive those positions, as in I want to bake an orange cake. It sounds so obvious when it's explained, yet we persist in taking positions which tend to be I win, you lose confrontations, often missing solutions that best address the interests of both sides. If we can see our way to take the interests-driven route, it's so much easier to get to yes. The journey to yes. The idea is to constantly search for mutual gains that aren't immediately identifiable. For example, suppose a city plans to double the taxes paid by a local refinery. The city's interest is in getting more money for civic development, but since it can't keep calling on the oil company to foot the bill, it needs to broaden its tax base. The oil firm, on the other hand, wants to expand, and getting a plastics plant to move close by would help with their plans. But the plastics manufacturers would almost certainly be put off by the prospect of high taxes. The shared interest is that both the city and the oil company want industrial expansion. Solutions might include a tax holiday for incoming businesses, a joint campaign to attract new investment, or a reduction in taxes for companies that expand their local activities. On the other hand, failure to identify these common interests could result in soured relationships where everyone loses. The company could slow production due to rising costs, and the city's citizens could lose jobs, creating more strain on the city's already tight resources. 3 points about shared interests are worth remembering. First, many shared interests are often concealed or never uncovered in negotiation. You have to work hard to identify them. Second, there are only opportunities if you find a way of turning them into a shared goal. And third, focusing on them can make negotiations smoother and friendlier. Even differing interests may offer opportunities. Think of that orange story we began with. The interests of the two people were quite different, but could have been dovetailed together to provide a neat solution. Recall the nursery rhyme about Jack Sprat, who could eat no fat, and his wife, who could eat no lean. Get the picture? Getting to yes is all about identifying what's really important for each party, dealing with the differences and finding common ground. It's achieved by brainstorming and trying to view issues from each other's perspectives. This process produces a range of imaginative solutions to satisfy the interests of both sides to create a true win-win solution.